Hey YouTube, this is Charisma and I am here with my niece who is 7 years old and her name is Sanajah. Today we are going to detangle, wash, and condition and style her hair. So I wanted to record while we're doing it, and this is their first time spending the night over. I have my other niece here, but this is the first one we'll be doing her hair. So I just wanted to show you guys the process. Say hi, Sanajah.
Hi.
Wave hi. Okay, we will get started. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll remove her braids. Her mom knew that I was gonna send her hair, so she actually put conditioner in her hair before, but it kind of dried up. So what I'm gonna do is remove her braids, and you can see the process. I think this video is important because a lot of people don't know sometimes, or are a little confused as to how to handle kids' hair. And you know, sometimes when you're dealing with Afro textured hair, which my niece has, she is natural and she's never had a relaxer or anything like that in her hair. So you're dealing with, you know, tangles and things like that. Single strand knots or all types of knots. And you know, kids like to run around and play. And so, you know, you have to find a way to do their hair in which, you know, you're not making it difficult for them, and you know, you want to keep them happy, and you don't want to make it something that's like a daunting task. You want them to be happy, you want them to have their snacks or whatever. So she's well fed. She actually just finished eating dinner and she got her snacks, so she should be good for right now. And also, if she's unable to finish, we can do this tomorrow, so it doesn't have to be done in a day. See, right now her hair is very tangled because it had conditioner that dried. So I'm not going to put a comb to it or anything like that. I'm going to start with good old-fashioned water. This actually has glycerin in it, so I'm just going to spray. We'll do it in sections. You always want to start off in sections. Turn this way, Sanajah. And you want to saturate the hair as much as possible, because your hair is going to be able to give you a lot more when you wet it. In other words, it's going to work with you when you work with it by wetting it. You don't ever want to comb through hair when it's dry and do anything to it when it's dry. I'm gonna saturate it. See, work it through. And then I'm gonna be using Suave almond and shea butter conditioner. It's a cheap conditioner, and the reason why I'm using this is because I'm solely putting it in for the purpose of softening up the hair, and then I'm gonna detangle after I've allowed this conditioner to sit in her hair for a while. Twist it just to keep it, I guess, detangled somewhat. Put your head down some, sweetie. That's what I'll do. And then just roll it up. And then I'll do the same to the other side. Turn to the other side, sweetie, so they can see. Put the plastic cap, and she's good to go. And we're gonna let her sit under this cap for as long as she needs to soften this up. Okay, so we'll be back for the next part. Wait, Sanajah. Okay, YouTube, I got double duty today. This is my second niece, Melody, who is Sanajah's little sister, and Melody is actually 5, right? And she'll be 6 on Sunday. Today's Thursday, September 5th. Her birthday's September 8th. So she'll be turning 6. Her mom put conditioner in her hair and actually let it dry. The water's gonna soften it up. So that's what I'm gonna do. The same thing that I did for Sanajah, I'm gonna do for Melody. And she knows how to braid too, just like me. I knew how to braid since I was 7, 8 years old. So I'm taking out the braids and then I'm going to saturate with water. Notice I will not put a comb to it. I'm not doing anything to this hair while it's tangled right now. Saturate that hair with water. And she already has conditioner in it, so the water will most likely activate the conditioner. And Melody's a little sleepy, so if she happens to fall asleep with this stuff in her hair, it's okay, because by the morning time, this conditioner is gonna soften it right up, and we'll be able to continue the process in the morning. They came over in the afternoon and we went out to the park to play, and we got dinner, and we did all of that stuff, so they're a bit tired. But I know their parents let them stay up late, so. And they insisted that I did their hair. The conditioner is saturated in her hair, so what I'm gonna do is, and Melody doesn't have as much hair as Sanajah, so it's a little bit easier to do hers because she has less, and it's not so tangled up because Sanajah has a lot more hair. But we're gonna be able to work with both of them because they both have beautiful heads of hair. Right, Melody? So I'm just gonna twist this up, just like I did her sister Sanajah. And what you're doing is you're just allowing the conditioner to sit in there and make it really, really soft so that detangling will be a breeze. Take the plastic cap, putting that over, and letting it just sit for a few minutes until it softens up. So I'm gonna let them both let this sit in their hair. If they happen to fall asleep, we'll come back in the morning and finish up. If not, we'll come back and show the detangling process. The hair got a chance to soften up, as you guys can see. And so now what I'm gonna do is detangle it in sections. I'm gonna use my fingers right now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do the front so that you guys can see her hair is really, really tangled. But I'm gonna do the front part so that you can see how I do it. So you wanna start in sections. And you wanna kind of feel the hair and see if there's any tangles in it. You'll be able to best feel it with your hands. Because if you do it with a comb, you're not gonna feel it, and you may be pulling hair, so you can kind of feel it. So now you will get a wide tooth comb, and then you're gonna start combing from the ends and working your way up. And so how I wash hair is I normally wash my hair in braids to minimize the tangling, and that's what I'm gonna do for her as well. See? The comb went right through. You see she's sitting down, she's calm, there's no crying, there's no flinching, there's no nothing. The comb is going right through with no problem. Normally when you look at television, they show, little girls, African American girls with Afro textured hair getting their hair done, and there's always some sort of pain associated with it, or they make it seem as if it's so difficult to do, when in actuality all they have to do is use proper hair care techniques that suit the texture of each person that they're trying to do their hair. Everyone has a different texture, everyone has a unique head of hair. See, with this part right here, it is really, really tangled. So I'm trying to separate these tangles with my fingers first before I even go through it with a comb. See, like right here, very tangled. If you go through this with a comb, it's going to pull out the hair. We're going to start at the ends. We always start at the ends and work. See, there's tangles in here. Sometimes you have to work really slowly, so you have to be patient. You have to set the time aside to do their hair so that you're not rushing and you're not seeing the shed hair. That's all. You see? And you will maybe get some tangles along the way, but you don't want to pull. Like right now, see, I found a tangle. I'm going to stop, locate the tangle with my fingers, and then separate it slowly. This takes lots and lots of patience. And what I'll do, if you guys like, is that I will take the camera off the tripod and maybe try to get some close-up shots for you to see. This section is very, very tangled, so we have to take some time with this. So I'm going to stop now and I'm going to come back when I detangle, but I'm going to do some finger detangling and then go through with the comb. We're starting at the ends and working our way up. See, right now the comb just got stuck. That means that there's a tangle here, so we stop. When we feel a tangle with the comb, we stop. We don't just rush through. And this is the tangle. Turn this way so they can see. So you're going to just take your time to just separate with your fingers. You're going to take it and separate. You take your time, because these are precious strands that if you want to run through with the comb, they're going to break. They are going to break. I think we got all the knots out, see? And you may have some like dead hair at the ends. There we go. All those knots are out. Pain-free. I'm going to twist it. Back with her little sister Melody, so now this is her detangling process. What I'm doing is feeling for tangles, and her hair was in a style previously, so it's probably a lot of shed hair that's coming out. I believe she had a long-term style in her hair. Now notice that some of her ends are straight, and I believe it's because her mom blow dried, and even, did your mom have flat iron her hair? Okay. Like from the blow dryer, these straight pieces here. So now this right here, you see? I'm talking to the camera. Right here, it's pretty much detangled, and here, pretty much detangled. Her hair is much thinner, so the detangling process, like I said with Melody, will not take as much time. So if you're dealing with a full head of hair that's thicker and that's longer, you need to make the time. You can't rush through this process, guys, or you're going to create lots of pain and suffering if you're going to be rushing through. You see? I'm combing through with no problem. The conditioner melted right through her hair, and you see she's not flinching or anything. Does it hurt? Where? Okay. So just let me know. Does it hurt? Yes or no? Okay. And so I twist. I'm going to wash her hair in these big. Turn this way because they can't see this side. I'm twisting. And I'm going to pin that away. And I'll show you the last part here because I don't think I need to show her whole hair. I'm detangling with the fingers. Start at the ends and we work our way up. Does it hurt? How about now? You always want to check in with the baby and ask them if it hurts. You don't want to cause them any pain. Sometimes it might hurt and they don't tell you. They just stick it through because they may come from a situation where they're used to, you know, their hair being yanked. So they are able to manage the pain, but you don't really want them to have pain. I'm going to do this off camera, the rest, this last section here, and I'll come back with the washing portion.